Here is your latest African news. Kenya. Nairobi declines Ukraine request to address Kenyan parliament. Kenya has declined a request from Ukraine to address parliament as Nairobi officials feared being dragged into a conflict with the potential to hurt its bilateral ties with both Kyiv and Moscow. The details emerged as Kenyan diplomats in Nairobi argued they have been doing enough already through the UN Security Council. Ukraine, which has been defending territory against Russia, made the request to address the Kenyan bicameral house in February when Moscow launched what is called a military operation in the country. South Africa. Country suffers deadliest floods in decades. The death toll from devastating floods in and around the South African port city of Durban has risen to 306, the government has said, after roads and hillsides were washed away as homes collapsed. The heaviest rains in 60 years pummeled Durban's municipality, eThekwini in Zulu. The storm is the deadliest on record in South Africa, as shipping activities at South Africa's busiest port of Durban, have also been suspended. The port of Durban is said to be the largest shipping terminal in Africa, as its strategic location along international shipping routes has made the port more relevant, becoming South Africa's main cargo and container port. According to reports, communications have also been disrupted. Two major telecoms companies have reported more than 900 of their mobile phone towers were down. President Cyril Ramaphosa has cut short a trip to Mozambique to visit affected areas to assess the damage. Horn of Africa. U.S. Special Envoy for Horn of Africa reportedly stepping down. U.S. Special Envoy for the Horn of Africa David Satterfield will step down from his role before June 2022, sources familiar with the matter have announced. After less than 6 months on the job, the Deputy Special Envoy Peyton North will take over the post in an acting capacity, sources said, adding that Satterfield's departure was not imminent. Earlier, the U.S. State Department announced Satterfield and North were set to arrive in Ethiopia for meetings with Ethiopian government officials, representatives of humanitarian organizations, and diplomatic partners. More than a year-long conflict in Ethiopia has sparked accusations of U.S. interference, while Sudan is in economic and political turmoil following the coup. The frequent change of personnel has also raised questions about the Biden administration's commitment to the region, particularly at a time when it has authorized foreign policy crises elsewhere, primarily the Russian-Ukraine war. Kenya. Kenya deports corrupt Frenchman energy CEO Jean Christian for economic terrorism. Kenyan authorities have reportedly deported Rubis Kenya Managing Director and CEO Jean-Christian Bergeron to France. The government is said to have cancelled with immediate effect Bergeron's work permit and ordered his deportation from Kenya. Bergeron is accused of economic sabotage due to the ongoing fuel crisis in the country that has seen the prices of the commodity increase, with Kenyans spending hours in queues at gas stations in search of fuel. Following a meeting with President Kenyatta, Energy Cabinet Secretary Dr. Monica Juma recommended sanctions against oil marketing companies accused of hoarding fuel, leading to a shortage across the country. The move comes a day after the Energy and Petroleum Regulatory Authority (EPRA) noted that some oil marketers were selling fuel meant for the Kenyan market outside the country. 4 fuel marketing companies are set to face punitive measures from the government, including reducing the capacity of fuel that they import into the country. To avert such a fuel crisis in the future, the government also plans to boost the capacity of National Oil to ensure it has a bigger role in the fuel retail business. Congo and Rwanda. Congo-Rwanda sign agricultural land consensus agreement. The Republic of Congo and Rwanda have signed 2 memorandums of understanding and a consensus agreement in the agricultural field. The agreements were part of a series signed during the just concluded 3-day state visit of the Rwandan President Paul Kagame to Brazzaville. Congo will reportedly grant Rwanda 12,000 hectares of exploitable land in at least 3 departments of the south of the country. However, the duration of the consensus has not been specified. Congo has 10 to 12 billion hectares of arable land, of which less than 5% is used for food crops. The agricultural deal is part of 8 agreements signed for the widening and deepening of cooperation, according to a statement issued in Brazzaville. Other agreements cover investments protection, mining management of economic entities, and the strengthening of cultural ties. Rwanda and Congo enjoy cordial bilateral relations. The growth of bilateral ties is evidenced by 2021 agreement to remove double taxation and visa requirements to ease trade between both countries. They also signed agreements regarding military education and land management at the time. Ghana. Ghana's inflation rockets to highest in a decade. The rate of inflation in Ghana has risen to its highest in almost a decade, with food prices increasing by around a fifth. The government say the inflation rate went up from more than 15% in February to 19.4% in March, far exceeding the central bank's target of between 6% and 10%. The bank raised interest rates last month in an effort to curb rampant price rises, which analysts say threatens to plunge one of West Africa's largest economy into crisis. The government has also announced a package of spending cuts to try to reduce its budget deficit and prop up the local currency. About 3 weeks ago, the government announced a reduction of salaries of appointees by between 20% and 30%. Great news! Tunacheki, Kunda Kids and Nala have partnered together to bring you Maua and the Gardens of Plenty, our first African children's book for free. Nala is a money transfer app that uses the latest technology and works with local communities to make payments as hassle-free as possible. The easy-to-use app allows anyone to quickly send money from the UK to Kenya, Uganda, Tanzania, Ghana, with many other African countries and currencies coming soon, at the lowest rates available. So get a free copy of Maua and the Gardens of Plenty for yourself, family or friends. Download the Nala app, use the code KundaKids and make a transfer of as little as £1. For those in the US, you can download the app and RSVP for your free book coming next month. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe, follow, share and like our video. It's the best way of supporting us. And remember, Africa is watching.